So I've spent the weekend, doing some prep. Yesterday and today I made seitan, veggie ground. I diced up a bunch of veggies and made some mixes. Let me show you what I did to get ready for the next couple of weeks, and so that I have no excuse but to eat, cook at home, which I love to do anyways, but also just choose healthier options. So here's what we've got. Everything's already frozen, so it might be a little bit difficult to see. Sophie, hi. There you go. All right, so the first thing I made was vegan steak. This is called seitan. If you don't know what seitan is, it's wheat meat. It's made from vital wheat gluten. It was invented by, I believe, the Buddhist monks centuries ago. So not necessarily vegan, weird vegan food, but these are little vegan steaks that I can put in my George Foreman, or you can barbecue them, or I can slice them and fry them up and use them in tacos or, on subs, things like that. And they are marinated in a little bit of soy sauce, maple syrup, smoked, liquid smoke, onion and garlic, tiny bit of oil. So they're ready to go, and there's 2 in each of these packets, but I can take one out at a time. And then I made vegan chicken cutlets, which is what these are. Different recipe, and they are something that, again, you could bread, you could cut up and fry and use in stir fry, or you could just grill. And they're really tasty, and they're marinated in just a little bit of Szechuan sauce, tiny bit of maple syrup, onion and garlic. There's seasonings in the meat as well. And then I did the veggie ground. I made this recipe on my channel, and it's basically a ground beef replacement. It's made from cauliflower, mushrooms, carrots, onions, red pepper, and soaked walnuts, and then of course spices, and then cooked up. And each of these packages has about 2 cups. And I've got 5 of those. This takes a lot of work, but you basically blitz everything in your food processor. I ended up actually buying a bigger food processor so I could make this easier. And then I bought myself one of those choppers that dices things. You put the onion on there and then you slap it down, and it dices it into a container. Hold on. Sorry about that. This thing from Starfit, and you know what? I love it. I had a bag of onions, and I love to dice my onions ahead of time and then freeze them. And so I've got 2 bags there, and then I had a bag of peppers that needed to be used up, so I just diced those and then froze them, and now I can just break that up and pull some out as I need it. And then I made some mixes. I was out of my ranch seasoning mix. This is awesome to use in with sour cream, or when I make my cashew cream cheese, I mix some of this in there. And then my cream of soup mix that I was out of. And this time, instead of using dehydrated coconut milk powder, I used just potato flakes, dehydrated potato flakes. Because I found that the dehydrated coconut milk powder wasn't dissolving as well as I'd like it. So hopefully that works, but I think it will. And that would be awesome. So that is everything that I did this weekend. As most of you know, the kids were here on the weekend, last week, couple weeks. And we ate well, but not necessarily the healthiest of things. So I wanted to sort of get some things in the fridge, in the freezer in particular, that would make it really easy to cook. I'm about to make a batch of garbage can chili because I have some leftover lentils from making the vegan steaks, and a bunch of tins of beans, and I have some pasta sauce that was frozen in the freezer that I want to use up. I even have, and then I'm gonna add in a can of sliced mushrooms because I don't have any fresh mushrooms. I use those all. And then a can of this Southwestern style corn medley because these were on sale for $2 for $1. So I bought 2. And I even have a little bit of tofu scramble that I made breakfast burritos for when the kids were here, and I had a little bit left over. And there's hash browns in there and obviously tofu and spices. I'm throwing that in the chili because it's called garbage can chili for a reason. So I thought I would give you an idea of what I use. I bought a couple of these cans of mixed beans, and I think they're in a dressing, but I'm just gonna drain them, rinse them, use them in there because I'm really not gonna eat it as a bean salad. So might as well use it in there. And then a can of red kidney beans. Again, the leftover lentils, the leftover pasta sauce. And in this case, I have some leftover vegan sausage, the Gimme Lean vegan sausage. I sliced the tube into these rounds. I'm gonna use this up. I'm not gonna use up one of my packets of veggie ground. I'm gonna use this up because it needs to get used up, and I'm not gonna buy any more. Though it's quite good, but I just need to get that used up. So that, and a packet of this fajita mix, little onion, diced onions and diced peppers. Everything's going into my Instant Pot on high pressure for probably about 8 to 10 minutes. Probably start with, I'll probably do 10. And I'll have myself chili for the week, which will be awesome. I'll use that as chili. I will use it over a baked potato. I will even add some Mexican rice and put it into a tortilla because the tortillas are on sale at a really good price. And that's a big packet, so I'm gonna freeze half of it and keep the other half out. So just a really quick video, not edited, but just a really quick video to show you what I've been up to. I'm quite proud of this. It was a lot of work and a lot of mess, but now it's done. And so if you do it all at once, then you're just cleaning your kitchen after one big round, or you know what I mean. And so that's really quite nice. So yeah. Anyways, guys, Sophie, come here. Hi. Yes. Sophie. Yes. Sophie and I are going to say goodbye. We're going to go cuddle on the couch after I put my chili in. And we are going to enjoy the rest of this Sunday. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind, including to yourself. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and if you want me to do a video for the recipes for the steak and the chicken cutlets, let me know. I did try making chicken the one time on the channel, and it was hilarious, a big fail, but this is a slightly different recipe, and it just makes the cutlets. And I figured out how to use my Instant Pot to steam, because that's really an important step. And I don't have one of those stackable steamers. It actually worked really well. So let me know if you want me to do that, and the next time I need to make some, I will do that. Okay, here's the lawnmower chili about to go in. Ended up adding a can of diced roasted black pepper and roasted garlic tomatoes, a little bit of veggie bouillon. And now it is ready to go. Obviously, I'm going to be freezing some of this, probably in 2-cup servings. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. There we go. Set it to sealing, turn it to manual. Oh, nope, that was from steaming the seitan. I'm going to put this in for 10 minutes. Yeah. And now it's goodbye.